So you said you were starting a new life, and then you bought those resistance bands you never even took out of the packaging. Wow. Truly inspiring stuff.
Excuse me. Reinvention is not about collecting dust bunnies on, abandoned gym equipment.
Okay, fair.
Reinvention is confidence, it's energy, a full reset.
Yeah.
Which is precisely why, the Kalbo Bros guide for bald guys actually exists.
Exactly. This isn't really about hair or getting a six-pack or even pretending you like the gym. It's about owning your life. For real.
Mm-hmm.
And before you even start thinking up another excuse for why you can't possibly change anything, let me just tell you, the first step is waiting for you at rdflags.com.
Ooh, Tama. Yeah, that's Tagalog for, yes, that's right. Seriously, if you're actually serious about changing your life, stop the endless scrolling, stop procrastinating, and just start. Start with rdflags.com.
Stick around, you. We're about to playfully roast that old life of yours. Gently roast it and show you how to properly glow up. For real this time. Because let's be honest, your comfort zone, it's looking less like a cozy blanket and more like one of those weighted blankets you just can't crawl out from under.
Okay, so our mission today, basically, is to cut through all the noise. We're doing a deep dive into the Kalbo Bros guide for bald guys.
Right.
And look, while the title is, undeniably specific and maybe a little cheeky, trust us on this. This is not just about being bald.
Not at all.
It's about finding your personal reset button. Wherever you are, whatever you're dealing with.
Yeah, don't let the name fool you. This guide, it uses the Philippines, which is, vibrant, sometimes kind of chaotic, but always fascinating as this backdrop. It paints this picture of real personal transformation. But the core lessons, they apply anywhere, to anyone. This is basically your shortcut to being genuinely well-informed on what it actually takes to reinvent yourself, no matter your hair situation.
Think of it like a roadmap.
Yeah.
A roadmap to discovering who you can genuinely be when you finally decide to step out of that perfectly comfortable, utterly stagnant comfort zone.
Okay, so let's dive right into that core question. Why now? Seriously, ask yourself, is your current reality really more appealing than, I don't know, scrolling through social media again, watching another true crime doc while your reflection in the screen gets a little shinier, maybe a little rounder?
And a lot less excited about Monday morning.
Exactly. We're talking about that classic midlife funk, The microwaved burritos and Netflix routine, the dead-end job, maybe the echoes of a recent divorce. We've all felt that inertia, haven't we?
Right. And this guide, crucially, it isn't about just running away from that feeling, no. It's about channeling that discomfort, that itchiness, into what the Kalbo Bros call life reset energy.
Life reset energy, I like that.
Yeah. It's the spark, the spark to discover who you can become when you actively choose to change your environment and, just as importantly, your perspective.
And their solution is actually brilliant. It's simple. A 30-day test drive. No need to, dramatically sell all your worldly possessions and immediately buy a bamboo hut on some remote island. Not yet, anyway.
Right. It's just about a short-term immersion. Dipping your toes in, seeing if a new environment, a totally new rhythm, sparks that internal transformation you've kind of been craving.
Yeah, see if it clicks.
It's a remarkably sensible approach, actually.
Yeah.
The guide encourages you to explore, maybe one island at a time, to genuinely experience what a major life change could feel like.
Right.
But without that crushing pressure of permanence.
Right.
It's about figuring out if paradise is your kind of paradise, and if that reset is what you truly need before you make any, irreversible leaps. It's a really powerful tool for self-discovery.
Okay, speaking of test drives, the Kalbo Bros share some truly epic glow-up fails and fixes. These are gold.
Oh, yeah.
Take Steve. Fresh off a divorce, considers himself a dad bod warrior.
Yeah.
Love that. He lands in Cebu, thinks the nightlife is his, immediate path to reinvention. Yeah. He confesses, wasn't his proudest moment. But hey, he says at least he practiced saying salamat. That's thank you in Tagalog. So, silver linings.
He quickly realized, though, that true change wasn't going to be found at the bottom of a bottle. So Steve pivoted. Smart move. He spent his 30 days visiting 10 different islands.
Oh, 10. Wow.
Yeah, from Bantayan to Panglao, just exploring different vibes, different places. And by the end, he'd actually carved out a new piece of himself. Not by escaping, but by actively seeking something different. That's resilience. That is a true glow-up.
Totally. Then there's Reggie, self-proclaimed city slicker. His test drive was like a 2-week sprint.
Okay.
All in Manila's swanky Bonifacio Global City, BG-Su. You know, high-rises, fancy restaurants. He even checked out Baguio and Iloilo, which are not beachy at all. And he left with actual concrete plans to come back. Found his vibe without even seeing a palm tree.
See, it's not always about beaches. And then Eric's journey offers this really vital lesson. He landed in Davao and Palawan, specifically seeking that slower, chill island pace.
Right, the dream.
But he quickly realized, you know what? That super tranquil island rhythm, it just didn't match his more fast-paced personality.
Yeah.
And he learned that not every fit is a perfect fit. And that discovery in itself is a profound win.
Exactly. Eric's story is the perfect example of a glow-up fail. That's actually a huge success. He didn't force it. He didn't try to pretend. He learned what doesn't work for him. And honestly, that's just as important, maybe even more important than finding what does. That's genuine self-assurance, my friend. Knowing what to leave behind is such a crucial step to embracing what's next.
It's about building confidence in your choices, definitely. Even if those choices mean, correcting course, a U-turn sometimes.
So, are you ready? Ready to find your own testing ground? Your personal reset button, your roadmap to a genuinely new life, one that actually sticks this time. It starts with the Kalbo Bros' guide. And yeah, you guessed it, it's at rdflags.com. All right, so you've done the test drive, maybe you loved it, maybe you learned something important. Now it's time to talk about building a solid foundation, finding your home base.
Yeah, because moving from just being a tourist to actually being a long-term resident, it's a whole different ballgame.
Totally. First up, let's talk paperwork. The Alien Certificate of Registration, or ACR card. Sounds intense.
It's basically your official foreigner ID in the Philippines. It's more than just a card, though. Understanding why it's important, and maybe how to navigate things before you even have it.
Like using short-term rentals.
Exactly. Or leaning on friendly landlords or local friends you make. Knowing this stuff up front is a huge stress reducer. It lets you focus on actually building your new life, not getting tangled in bureaucracy right away.
Okay, makes sense. And then there's the actual cost of living. Let's get real.
Right. Be prepared, typically, to put down about 3 to 4 months rent in advance. That usually covers your first month and a security deposit.
Okay.
And rentals, they range wildly. Yeah. You can find a basic, bare-bones studio in the provinces for maybe like $120 a month. Or you could go all out for $4,000 a month for something huge, like a mansion-style house. Plus utilities, of course, electricity, water, internet. Having this clarity up front, though, it's incredibly empowering.
Right.
It means you can budget realistically, avoid nasty financial surprises later, and just move forward with a sense of control. Stability.
Yeah.
This foundational knowledge is absolutely key to building genuine self-belief in your new surroundings.
Okay, I gotta say, my favorite part of their convenience checklist in the guide, item number 1, ATMs that actually work.
So true.
Because nothing absolutely crushes that precious life reset energy faster than being stranded and cashless in a new place.
No kidding. But yeah, also think about practical stuff.
Yeah.
Laundry options, is there a place nearby?
Yeah.
Easy access food supermarket, wet market, the ever-present 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
Reliable transportation, like using the Grab app.
Right. And noise levels. Checking for actual quiet hours is smart. And oh, this is interesting, they talk about maid services.
It's a really fascinating cultural aspect there. Super common, incredibly affordable. We're talking maybe $120 to $300 a month, usually for live-in help.
Wow.
And they help with cooking, cleaning, errands. Beyond just the practical help, it's also a way you're supporting local families. It's just a wonderfully integrated part of daily life for many.
That's amazing.
So this raises an important question for you, the listener. What's your non-negotiable? What do you absolutely need in a home base? Do you crave that bustling city energy like Makati or Cebu City? Or are you dreaming of a relaxed beach town like Dumaguete or Siargao? Maybe something in between like Iloilo or Bacolod.
The Kalbo Bros have some great stories illustrating this. There's Dave. Calls himself a city guy. He found this fully furnished condo in Cebu's IT park. Cost him around $900 a month. Had a gym, pool, everything.
Nice setup.
Yeah, he thrived on that urban energy, even if it meant dealing with, the traffic and the noise.
See, Dave's choice shows that reinvention doesn't always mean you have to ditch city life entirely. For him, a new city, even with its own drawbacks, provided that mental shift and the conveniences he needed to build his new foundation.
Then there's Joe. He was like the resort hopper in Pangalao, Bohol. Took a totally nomadic approach. Just booked monthly stays in different luxury resorts. Cost him between like $540 and $1,260 a month. Loved the flexibility, the furnished rooms, the housekeeping.
That's pretty sweet.
But he admitted he started missing a sense of real community and having a proper kitchen to cook in.
Okay, so Joe's story is a good reminder that even when you're living in quote-unquote paradise, you might discover needs you didn't expect. His nomadic style let him test different levels of luxury and flexibility, which ultimately taught him what really mattered for his long-term happiness, his sense of belonging.
And then there's Rick. Get this. He snagged a 3-bedroom house right on the beach in Dumaguete for about $450 a month, living the absolute dream, right? Soaking in the tranquility. But he also faced the less glamorous realities, maintenance issues with the house, and sometimes feeling pretty isolated out there.
Okay, so Rick's journey highlights that even a seemingly perfect scenario can come with its own set of challenges. His experience really reinforces that building confidence in your new life means you got to adapt to the imperfections. You have to actively find solutions, whether that's learning some basic DIY or making an effort to seek out social connections.
Totally. These stories just show the incredible range of options for your new beginning. It's not one size fits all.
Not at all.
You know what's sexier than a six-pack? Honestly, it's reinventing your life with a rock-solid, well-thought-out home base. Seriously. Step 1, rdflags.com. Get the guide, skip the painful guesswork, and go plant your flip-flops in your personal paradise.
All right, let's tackle another really crucial piece of your life reset puzzle: relationships. Navigating them, spotting those dreaded red flag moments.
Ooh, yes, this is big. And dating in the Philippines, it's often described as not just a solo act, it's genuinely a family affair.
A family affair.
No.
Okay. It really is this beautiful, sometimes complex cultural exchange. You'll often find you need family approval, maybe even have chaperone dates in the early stages, which can be interesting.
Chaperones.
Yeah. And subtle gestures speak volumes. Like, for instance, the guide mentions tapping someone on the shoulder might seem totally casual to you.
Yeah,
right?
sure.
But there, it can carry a very different, maybe even flirtatious implication depending on the context.
Yeah.
Understanding these little nuances is a genuine confidence booster, saves you from potentially awkward moments before they even happen.
Okay, that's actually super helpful. Good intel. And they also say thoughtfulness, like a simple coffee date, a walk on the beach is often valued way more than flashy, expensive dinners.
Absolutely. It's
Yeah.
much more about sincerity over just, showing off.
Right.
This whole approach really asks you to embrace a dating culture where respect for family and tradition is pretty paramount. The guide really emphasizes taking things slow, being sincere in your intentions.
Okay, so now for the dating do's and don'ts. Consider this your ultimate cheat sheet for starting out strong and confidently.
Lay it on us.
Do you ask for family permission seriously? It shows respect. Do plan simple, thoughtful dates. Do take things slow. But here are some critical don'ts that could save you a world of future hurt. Don't move in with her right away. Ideally, have her move in with you if it gets serious.
Interesting distinction.
Yeah. And definitely don't get involved with bar girls or club girls if you're genuinely looking for a meaningful long-term relationship. The guide is very clear. Those are immediate, flashing red lights that will absolutely derail your life reset energy. Trust them on this.
These aren't just dating tips, though. They're really principles for protecting your peace, for making sure your reinvention is built on honest, solid ground. Recognizing a red flag moment isn't about judging someone. It's about self-preservation. It's about making choices that support the future you want.
Well said. And speaking of red flags, the guide lists some big ones to watch out for, like social media secrets if they're super cagey about tags or photos.
Sketchy.
The mysterious cousin who seems maybe a little too familiar or hangs around constantly.
The cousin's classic.
The classic separated but still married line, because remember, divorce isn't actually legal in the Philippines. That's a huge complication.
Huge.
And perhaps the biggest one, early or frequent financial requests. Asking for money soon after meeting. These are major signs you need to pump the brakes hard.
Having these insights really empowers you, doesn't it? It helps you navigate potentially complex situations with more clarity, helps ensure your new connections are genuine and actually supportive of your reinvented self rather than, draining your newfound confidence.
Okay, the Kalbo Bros have some prime examples in the book, real stories. There's Jay, 55 years old. He moves to a provincial area, fully embraces the traditional courting style, actually asked the parents for permission to court 19-year-old Maria.
Wow, old school.
Totally. And guess what? He found genuine love and a real sense of community. He absolutely nailed the local approach. It worked for him.
Jay's story really illustrates how that deep cultural respect can lead to really fulfilling relationships.
Mm.
It proves that immersion is more than just trying new foods. It's about valuing and integrating into local customs.
Mm.
That's huge.
Then there's Kevin, 38. He had this online date kind of go awry. Leela, 26, from Cebu. She was constantly checking her phone during the date,
Oof, rude.
hinted vaguely about an ex still being around, was really hesitant about taking any social media photos together, just felt off.
Yeah, bad signs.
Kevin listened to his gut, trusted those instincts, and just moved on. And later, he found a really genuine connection with someone else, Sarah, in Bohol.
Good for Kevin. His experience just underscores that vital lesson. Trust your intuition. Don't ignore those early, subtle red flags. It's really a testament to the fact that building a confident new life means having the self-respect to walk away from situations that just don't feel right.
So true. And finally, there's Paul, 45. He kind of gambled on a relationship with a bar girl named Angel, met her in Makati.
Oh, here we go.
He was totally smitten, right? But he actively ignored the red flags piling up, the increasingly frequent requests for money, the phone buzzing constantly with mysterious messages, and yep, a cousin who acted suspiciously like a jealous boyfriend.
Oh, Paul.
Paul's story is just this stark, very real reminder of the kind of chaos that can happen when you choose to ignore those glaring red flags right in front of your face.
Yeah, painful lessons.
Seriously, if you don't click rdflags.com after hearing about these dating red flags, I'm just going to assume you enjoy staying stuck in painfully complicated, drama-filled situations.
Uh-huh. Harsh, but maybe true.
This guide isn't just some book. It's like the ultimate wingman for your life reset. Forget all those scammy online relationship gurus. This is the honest, unvarnished truth you actually need for a truly confident, fresh start in dating over there. And yeah, one more time, it's at rdflags.com. Get it? So you think your life needs a reset? Ha! Try navigating a Philippine visa extension without completely losing your mind.
Oh boy. Yeah, the visa stuff. It's crucial.
But hey, don't worry. The Kalbo Bros have definitely got you covered on this too. Visas are like basically the administrative glue holding your beautiful new life in the Philippines together. Don't mess it up.
And, each visa type really represents a different kind of path for your life reset energy. There's the initial tourist visa, which most people start with, extendable for up to 3 years. Then there are options like the marriage visa or the SRRV for retirees. Understanding the specifics for each, the requirements, the implications, it's crucial for your long-term confidence and just like basic stability.
Okay, so the tourist visa, that's your easiest entry point, right? You get 30 days initially and you can extend it every 2 months. But here's the kicker, and this guy Jim in the book learned this the hard way.
Let me guess. Paperwork.
Bingo. You must keep absolutely all your paperwork from every previous extension. Receipts, forms, everything. And after you've been there 6 months straight, you need an exit clearance before you can leave the country, even for a short trip. Jim tossed his old receipts, spent weeks in bureaucratic purgatory trying to sort it out. Don't be a Jim. Keep your papers.
Jim's story is such a classic example, isn't it? A total glow-up fail that turned into a really powerful, practical lesson. It just highlights that building true confidence in a new country requires more than just adventure. It requires attention to detail, resilience in navigating the sometimes frustrating administrative challenges. It's about organization, too.
For sure. Then there's Ale, 50 years old. He opted for the SRV, that's a special resident retirement visa.
Right, for the 50-plus crowd.
Yeah.
Okay, so Ale's experience really highlights that the SRRV, while offering amazing stability for retirement dreams, is a significant long-term commitment. You got to really understand the financial implications, the fact that money is tied up, and there are ongoing annual fees too. It's about making a really well-informed choice for your future.
Okay, but what about when homesickness inevitably hits? Because it probably will. Let's be real, this whole experience isn't going to be sunshine and beaches 24/7.
Definitely not. And the guide wisely advises, yeah, embrace the new, definitely. But also, keep a comforting thread of the old. Find that little piece of home. Maybe connect with other expats in online groups or locally.
Right.
Homesickness is completely normal. It's part of any big change. Think of it like a little signal, maybe even a red flag moment in itself, telling you, hey, time to reevaluate your balance.
Interesting way to put it.
Yeah. The guide suggests setting up regular check-ins with family back home, but also really emphasizes being present in the Philippines, actively building your new life there. Sometimes even just sending little gifts home can help create a healthy emotional distance, oddly enough.
Rob, another guy in the book, learned this during what he called his mid-year crisis. He realized too much constant contact with home was actually making him miss out on the incredible life happening right around him in the Philippines.
So what'd he do?
He had to consciously step back a bit. He started exploring less touristy islands, really pushing his boundaries. He even signed up for a Filipino cooking class. Tried to make adobo, declared it an epic fail, but you know what? He tried. He learned.
That's fantastic. See, Rob, Gary, Tom, their stories in the guide show how homesickness can actually be transformed into more life reset energy. They used it as a catalyst, right? To deepen their immersion, embrace new experiences, and ultimately build genuine confidence in their new surroundings. It's about acknowledging the feeling, sure, but then finding your new rhythm.
Okay, let's unpack this whole living in paradise thing a bit more. The guide puts it perfectly. Living in the Philippines is a bit like moving to paradise, if paradise also came with occasional brownouts.
Oh, the brownouts, yes.
Heavy rainy seasons and probably the most charmingly chaotic traffic you've ever witnessed. Sounds like my Tuesday commute, honestly. But on the flip side, you get to discover these incredible hidden local spots, live this wonderfully simple, much more affordable life.
It really raises that important question. Are you truly ready for the beautiful chaos of reinvention? Because the downsides, yeah, the rainy season from June to December, the power outages, the risk of natural disasters like typhoons or earthquakes, they're real.
Yes.
You got to be prepared.
Mm-hmm.
But the guide also emphasizes the profound beauty you find there. Those moments that just take your breath away, connecting with incredibly resilient, warm local people. And learning that invaluable, maybe life-changing lesson of actually slowing down. It really is an adventure worth taking for the lessons learned and the confidence gained.
Still thinking about that old, comfy, boring rut you're stuck in. Your new life is waiting. Quirks, brownouts, and all. Don't let another day just drift by. Grab your guide. You know where. You've made it. You've actually survived over a year living in the Philippines. You're no longer awkwardly fumbling with peso coins at the little neighborhood sari store. Nope. You're a full-blown expat now. A seasoned veteran.
That feels good, right?
This isn't just about, existing there anymore. It represents a complete transformation. You did it.
And what's truly inspiring, I think, is that the Philippines isn't just a place to live. It often becomes this dynamic launch pad for your career reinvention, too.
Oh, yeah. How so?
Well, it proves that developing that true self-assurance, that confidence we keep talking about, isn't just personal. It can be totally professional, too. There are real opportunities there, especially with remote work being so big now. Think teaching English online with platforms like Cambly or italki.
Right, seen those.
Or freelancing graphic design, writing, programming on sites like Upwork or Fiverr, even diving into social media marketing, website development, content creation. Lots of expats build sustainable incomes this way.
Okay, that's huge. Actually making it work long term. And you know what's sexier than a six-pack? Forget the abs. A passport full of stamps from all over Southeast Asia. The Philippines is seriously the ultimate gateway. Thailand, Vietnam, Indonesia, Cambodia, Malaysia, they're all just a short, cheap flight away.
Totally. Turn those inevitable visa runs, because you'll probably have to do them, into epic, unforgettable adventures. Explore.
Exactly. Scott's story in the guide is a perfect example. And from there, he explored Vietnam and Thailand. But he always said he was eager to get back to the unique vibe, the charms of the Philippines. It just highlights how you can use the country as this amazing strategic hub for broader exploration.
Yeah, best of both worlds. And hey, don't forget your own adopted backyard. The Philippines itself has, 7,641 islands, give or take?
Insane number.
So many waiting to be explored beyond the main tourist spots. Think Siargao for surfing, the remote beauty of Batanes, the mystical island of Siquijor, volcanic Camiguin. The guide's mantra here is travel slow. Really soak it in. Don't just tick boxes. Appreciate their individual magic.
Love that. Travel slow.
And this kind of leads to an important question. Maybe the final stage of reinvention. Once you've truly found your footing, truly reinvented yourself, what will you pay forward? Yeah. The guide really encourages veteran expats, people who figured things out, to share their wisdom, to help the next wave of dreamers find their footing. Maybe answer questions online, offer advice. That's the ultimate expression of confidence, isn't it? Sharing your journey.
Yeah, totally.
Maybe you start a blog or, contribute to something like the At American Perspective TikTok channel mentioned in the book, or pay it forward somehow.
Okay, so after all this, what does this all mean for you listening right now? It means your old life. It is not a life sentence. It means your glow up, your authentic reinvention, whatever that looks like for you, is waiting. Whether you're seriously thinking about trading that daily grind for actual island life, or maybe just injecting some fresh perspective and energy into your current situation, you now have a map, or at least you know where to get one.
Exactly. Whether you're chasing those tropical dreams or simply trying to build a new, more fulfilling routine right where you are, the core principles are the same. Reinvention, building confidence, finding courage, they're universal. And the Kalbo Bros Guide for Bald Guys unpacks it all with, like, actual humor, super relatable stories, and genuinely actionable insights. It's not just fluff.
So if you're actually serious, like really serious this time about hitting that reset button, about finally trading those dusty, guilt-inducing resistance bands for real, tangible, life-changing energy,
Yeah.
you know precisely what you need to do.
Stop scrolling through other people's highlight reels. Start living your own. Get your copy of the Kalbo Bros Guide for Bald Guys. Seriously, it's not just a book. It's your next adventure, your next chapter, practically waiting for you to open it. Go to rdflags.com right now. What are you waiting for? Your future, more confident, probably happier self will absolutely thank you for it.
And consider this as we wrap up. What's one deeply ingrained red flag, maybe a habit, a situation, a limiting belief in your current life that if you dared to truly acknowledge it, to actually address it today, what if that could become the most powerful launch pad for your most incredible reinvention yet? Think about it.